The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. The disaster there. I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's to the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be corralled right around. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie. Start to become a factor.
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. And this rivalry, you feel like it could get...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and fourth overall.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. He sets to fire deep. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. J.J. Taylor deep for the Patriots. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Jennings. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, Harris.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 103 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a give, running left is Harris. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, it's Johnson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player. putting stats in every column.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action with Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Flushed out right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Bailey now to
kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And some room to work. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return.